So yeah, this is the game number 2 of the series. Can you close it out today?
During the last game, we control during 35 minutes the game, but at the end they made a very good production. Then I expect a tough game with both teams fighting for each ball, fighting for each defense, fighting for each rebound. Then we have to be in a good condition, with a good mind, good physically, to try to take our best and try to take our second win straight against Bursa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, coach, tough game 1 week before in Tenerife. So what makes you confident you can fight back today?
Yeah, this is our goal. I believe we did a good job over there, especially in second half. Tenerife is a very good team. They know also how to play on the road. But we are in our home court. We will do our best like a second part of the first game, and we want to win.
Thank you very much.
No problem. we need a with high rhythm and Zuba. Good screen and first one play active. Okay. And Jeremy, look for vertical handoff and direct to rest screen. Even they have generalized here, captain. Attack and Zuba and Paco, and he already attacked. Jeremy, you roll. Little bit give space here, pass back. Okay. Second one, 3 down for him, 3 down. After that, I like to continue with motion down. Okay. But in Spanish, we need the good read. Okay. Can we come this angle, back pick, or early. Okay, guys. Let's go play together.
Tofas Bursa. Well, yeah, we are live in Bursa, Turkey here for Lenovo Tenerife and Tofas Bursa. Tenerife leading at 12-5. They've gotten off to a great start in this game 2 of the quarterfinals. Remember that first quarterfinal between these two teams went right down to the end with Marcelino Huertas getting the game-winning free throw late. Now Tenerife have gotten off to a good start here on the road. And foul has been called. So Tofas Bursa trying to ride the early storm here. And Tenerife really getting the start they needed on the road. They wanted to come out strong. But we all know how Tofas can battle back in that first game. So long way to go in this one without a doubt. Long three, no good. Taken and missed. Another miss for Tofas as well. That was down Todorovic, who last missed for Tenerife. And Bruno Fittipaldo has it. Comes up to the top of the key. And play, the whistle has blown, play has stopped. Now the question is, have they called the foul on the shot or was it off the ball? We'll try to resolve that. But yeah, they called the foul on Simmons, so they will get 3 free throws. Bruno Fittipaldo, and timeout has been called. Let's get down to the bench and listen in.
With good screen and attacking paint, we try to individually somebody attack one against fight and one action throwing the ball. You know, be patient in offense. We need a hard work this side. In defense, I respect it. You are working hard, but they made some shots. Continue. Don't normalize. And in offense,
Rami Chaki, I think he knows it's going to be a tough old start, a tough old night here against one of the powerhouses of the Basketball Champions League, Tenerife. But they gave as good as they got in the first game, only losing late. But starting out strong tonight, Huertas, he's got 4 points. He's right now on the bench. But Dornekamp and Sasu Saline each with 3. Remember, Saline had 8 3-pointers in the first game. He's already got 1 tonight. But unlike the encounter in game 1, Saline has missed a couple tonight. So maybe that gives a little bit of hope to this Tofas Bursa team. He's 1 of 3 so far from deep. Also, Aaron Dornekamp, who hurt the team from 3-point range in the last game, he is 1 of 1. So that 3-point shot has really been crucial, as expected, for Tenerife. Now here's Fittipaldo, just fouled attempting the 3 at the line. And the Uruguayan misses with his first attempt. Second one is good. Remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So anybody that's looking for having that optimistic viewpoint for Tofas anyway, despite trailing by 9 points here early on after 2 makes at the line from Fittipaldo, they will not be losing heart. And offensive foul has been called. And I believe it's on Zubcic. So backing down low on Dornekamp. So no, in fact, it's not on Zubcic. The foul appears to have been called on Tyler Ennis. Now Shermadini gets it, passes it back outside. Dornicamp. Cross court into the corner, batted out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Elgin Cook. This was Zubcic. At least the official stats said the foul had been on Tyler Ennis. Strangely. So the basket is good for Tenerife, and here comes again Tofas Bursa as they try to settle into this game. It's been a difficult first quarter, just like the first meeting was. Now Paco Cruz fouled by Sasu Saline, the Susiyingi. So Saline was 8 of 10 from three-point range. No doubt he kind of slid into his man there. He was 8 of 10 from three-point range in the first meeting. And Saline, who hit that another three-pointer, now has a couple tonight. And he also had 6 threes over the weekend in their win over Breogán in Spain. So he has been red hot. And I'm sure the Tofas fans will be glad that he has gone to the bench. Now they crashed the boards after the miss by Ennis. Now the dribble, and Fittipaldo from deep, not there, the rebound and run. Here they come. Arslan, he was very lively in the first game, especially defensively. Here he is into the paint, passes it back outside. Now down low, and Muhsin Yashar is bumped and fouled. Huertas, Marcelino Huertas comes back in. Todorovic goes out. Dornicamp goes out. Ennis looking for space. Gets into the paint, puts it up and in. That's where he's very difficult to stop. Tyler Ennis. You better meet him a little bit earlier than that because he is quite an athlete. And he has got a beautiful finishing touch, as evidenced by that play. Marcelino Huertas gets it over to Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo back up top. Chambardini, Huertas, and Marcelino Huertas is bumped. Chambardini sits down, and in comes Zakauskas. Huertas takes his time and makes the first. So the 2 free throws for Marcelino Huertas takes it back up to a 12-point advantage. Casey Shepard in the game as well. Arslan for 3. He's just got that spunk about him. Got a little bit of an attitude. He's feisty, and yeah, Arslan stroking it from deep. And really, it's kind of a similar game to the first one. Tofas Bursa, even though they're struggling, they're showing the fight, but you got to take care of the quality man on the other side. And right now, that is Marcelino Huertas. Just needs a little bit of space. And actually, he's off to a better start than he was in game 1, so that has to be a worrying development for Tofas. Zakauskas gets it to Shepard, bounce pass to, oh boy, Yashar didn't go up strong, he passed it outside. Arslan takes the difficult shot, and in the end, it paid off. I thought they overpassed it a couple of times. So Arslan all of a sudden coming to the fore and helping his team close the gap to 8. And now the turnover gives it back to the team here in Turkey. Ami Chaka doing a great job over there, as is the coach of Lenovo Tenerife, Chus Vidoreta. Won this competition in year 1, Tenerife. They're hoping to get a second title. Here's Yashar on a little bit of a push shot. I'm not sure that was really the shot he was looking for, nor Tofas. Plenty of options for Tenerife. Shot clock down to 6. The dribble, the pass intercepted. Zukaskas has it. They break, and they're going to take a 3. Got it! He is in the flow. This time Zukaskas right at the buzzer. What a turnaround. They're hustling up, and the three-point shot suddenly working to the advantage of Tofas. It helps him get right back into the game. Look at the beautiful follow-through. That shot was taken with confidence. And this Tofas team, despite their slow start, are playing with confidence. They have cut the deficit back to 21-16 at the end of 1 against Lenovo Tenerife. So 3 threes for each team, Tofas and Tenerife. 4 makes inside the arc for Tenerife. Also, they're 4-5 at the line. But look out, here comes Tofas Bursa storming back into it. Well, here's a look back at the first quarter highlights. Okay, well, what a first quarter it was, and Tofas right back in it. (21-16) Tenerife on top of Tofas Bursa here in Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League. Lenovo Tenerife hoping to punch their ticket for the Final Four, which will be staged in the great Basque city of Bilbao next month. And Tenerife now bringing it up. If they don't win tonight, they would host a Game 3. They don't want it to go to 3 games. Not against this Tofas Bursa team, who has been really terrific this season. Coming out and missing was Sasu Salim back on the court. That's always a news flash. Sasu Salim missing a 3. Berk Erlu passes, bounce pass into Yashar. Looked like he might have traveled almost. And I'm not sure Chaka wanted that play to unfold the way that it did. Now the 3-point shot. Good. Well, it's a 5-point swing. Dornekamp, one of the veterans, the Canadian, stroking it from deep. Remember, he had that amazing first season in the Basketball Champions League with this Tenerife team. And now an offensive foul called on Tofas. Well, he came up to set the pick. Salim went down. Must have been deemed excessive contact. Oh no, the officials' stats saying he fouled Dornicamp, so it must have happened before the screen on Salim. Huertas passes back outside, and missing was Jones Sastre, who's quite the sharpshooter. Now Shepard, shaking and baking, brings it back outside. The lead back to 8 points for Tenerife. Yashar thought about it. Now gets it to Tofas, a little step back. Arslan, shot clock about to expire, and puts up a very awkward looking 3 attempt. And they are fortunate. They're going to keep the basketball at this end. Frank Guerra, who's checked in, thinking it should have been the other way. They were definitely wanting the 3 there. They could have put the ball on the deck and driven to the basket. Here goes Casey Shepard into the paint. And nice hoop-de-doo, and there is the follow. How about Yashar? Musa Yashar says, look at me catch it with one hand and go back up. Promising player Musa Yashar has really developed. Here he is reaching in and committing the foul. I know they've really looked at him as a player with a lot of potential because of his size and skill set. And it's not always pretty, but he has definitely gotten better as the season has gone on. Here he is. Yeah, you just got to keep your hands off of him, Musin. Sastre, bounce pass. Fran Guerra. Back outside, Sastre rattles in. Boy, they just, you know, what a list of three-point shooting weapons they have in this Tenerife team. You name it, just go right down the roster, say every name, and you're pretty much taking them off one by one. They can pretty much all shoot it. Perhaps with the exception of Guerra and Shermadini. You're not going to see them doing it. Here's Erlu. Drifts in, back outside. His team down by 9. He puts it up, and he gets no love from the rim. Well, it always has to start with the defense. Here's the pass. Guerra back outside. Dornicamp. Good, another one. And just player after player hitting the three-pointers for Tenerife. Rotating the basketball, making the pass in to only go back out. Let's listen to the Tofas coach.
We need to go to action quick. We attack last 8 seconds and everybody close each other. And Muhsin, listen, we call 3, gidiyorsun buna. Where is our second pick? And again, you forgot 3 flash. And we forgot other offense. And how we gonna play? And in defense, the first 12 seconds is good. Last time.
Sastre, remember his career was on the way up, playing with Spain's national team, especially just really making headlines, and he suffered an injury. It really set him back, but he's getting back to his best. And meanwhile, Dornicamp has really, I think, picked up his game as the season has worn on. He's looking every bit the player right now that we saw in that first year when he scooped so many honors. Dornicant really a combative presence out there. That's why you like him more than anything, but he also has that capacity to score from deep. And here he is taking the contact. Establishing the contact, kind of barging into Zubcic. Right on cue, talking about his physical presence. You know, I'm sure at some point in his life he's put on the old skates coming from Canada out on the ice. And with Zubcic and Tofas trailing now, Zubcic has just not been able to really get in the flow in this series. And I don't know if it's because Tenerife is a bad matchup for him. Deacon Lloyd Smith, perhaps from the Basketball Champions League, one of the writers would analyze his play and tell me why that would be the case. Looks like he should be able to be effective against this team, but so far it has not worked for him. Sastre, bounce pass, look at the basketball. And Fran Guerra looked like he hurt his hand on the dunk. Watch this, he dunks it and then he looks at his hand like he said, ouch. 32-19. All the good play that Tofas had at the end of the first quarter. It's just like, seems like a long time ago. They are searching for some positivity. Erlu for three. They seem bound and determined to put up those threes, and I'm just wondering if they need to change the chip. Start feeding the low post a little bit. Because Tenerife are guarding the perimeter. And here they are on the perimeter, and another three-pointer, and you are looking at an elite three-point shooter right there. Sasu Salin. Got to be the best three-point shooter in the history of this competition. Boy, they're completely out of sync on offense. Settling, Cruz. They'll take it to three. But this is, make no mistake about it, this game is being played at the rhythm, the pace of Tenerife. You want a three-point shootout? They'll get into a three-point shootout with you any day of the week. There's the dump, and that's going to try to keep them honest, and a late foul called as Fran Guerra is going to the line. So the foul, Paco Cruz. So Paco, P-A-K-O, Cruz, who just hit that three-pointer to go to 5 points, puts Guerra on the line. And he makes the first. And the second. And maybe one thing that hasn't been really, haven't spoken about that much is we know these Tenerife players have been in this position before, whether it's been with Tenerife, other clubs, or their countries. They played in a lot of big games. And it seems like they've been able to come here to Turkey relaxed, focused, knowing no matter what kind of stakes there are, the only pressure they should feel is the pressure that they put on themselves. And it seems like if they have been under pressure, it's been good pressure because they have come out and really performed well today. They have dictated everything against Tofas, who suffered a narrow loss also to Pino Karciak over the weekend. Here's Simmons, and that was the right play from Ennis. And Zubcic short. You can see the frustration boiling. And I think what's more frustrating than anything for Tofas is they know they can play so much better than what they've shown today. And it's not helping that their opponents are just, well, making it look easy right now. Sastre again. You might remember Elgin Cook in game 1 really started to put the ball on the deck and drive to the basket. And here he is. And a charge called. So Fittipaldo stepping in front of Cook. Here it is again. Watch. He almost knew this was coming. I don't think it's a bad idea by Cook. They got to try something different. But Fittipaldo knew exactly what was coming. So he picks up his first foul. Dornekamp goes out. The lead, not insurmountable, but they need to put the brakes on this thing right now. And another foul, blocking. Unless he's, I guess he's saying because he kind of stopped on purpose and threw his right arm into the midsection of Shermadini. Shermadini misses the first, perhaps feeling the effects of the blow. And does make the second. So Ennis out of the game, having picked up his 4th foul, folks. That's right. That was foul number 4. We might not see him again until late in the contest. I guess it's always a gamble to play a guy with 3 fouls, but when you're trailing like this, you need a lift. Shepard gets it to drop. Tofas fans hoping they can see a little bit of a run here at the end of the first half. They certainly need to put the brakes on this Tenerife team. And they continue to get good shots. Sulemanovic missing. Now Cook driving. Paco Cruz passes it back outside. And Zubcic still can't get it to drop. He's got 1 point tonight, and he's missed both of his attempts from 3-point range. The spin, Shermadini, they get it to the corner. Sastre steps in, settles for a little mid-ranger, and then Shermadini able to bat the ball out for a new 14 seconds. Fittipaldo, and that was a big offensive rebound by Shermadini. That is a killer. (41-24), 1:44 remaining. First half. Zubcic. Fittipaldo commits, knowing he has the foul, although to be fair, I don't know why. You're guarding him out on the perimeter. Zubcic goes out, not able to get anything going. Sikoskis back in the game. Shepard. Entry pass to Cook, or Simmons rather, and he goes up. And he is going to the line for 2 free throws. Fouled by Sulemanovic. Sulemanovic kind of winced in pain, and the referee went to check on him, but he doesn't want to come out of the game. He's saying, "Oh, I'm okay." Fittipaldo, though, he comes out. Hey, this Tenerife team has been quite the story the past several years. Okay, they've only won this competition once, but they are an elite company, and they are always knocking on the door. They are always in the running. It's never a good draw when you have to face Tenerife, you would imagine. Simmons makes both free throws. But when you say Lenovo Tenerife, everybody knows what this club is all about, because they are really among the best in Spain, also in Europe, consistently winning games and with great players. Now the pass into the corner. Sulemanovic gets it down low to Shermadini. Great effort, and they come up with a steal. Excellent work by Simmons. Shepard into the corner. Zukauskis for three. And there is Arslan, hands it off to Zukauskis. And talk about second effort points. That was Arslan. He's been a real spark, getting the offensive rebound and getting it back to Zukauskis. Both of those guys, their body language is correct, and that is terrific hustle from Simmons. And that's what it's going to take for them to have a chance. They have got to beat Tenerife to the ball. They have got to make that hustle play. And Shaka knows that's the case. That's why he's trying to encourage his team. Let's be quiet and listen to Figueroa.
Van al 2 contra 1 cada vez, él no puede finalizar. Además, si finaliza le van a pitar pasos, falta de ataque. Ya lo sabemos, le pueden defender de espaldas, de culo, no van a pitar falta a favor del 5. ¿Vale? Entonces, hostia, si no hay una ventaja clara, hay que acabar con los exteriores, que no tienen buenos defensores tampoco.
Hemos rebasado el close-out cada vez, desde fuera. Hemos rebasado el close-out cada vez, atacar el close-out.
Chus Figueroa doesn't want to see any type of run materialize here at the end of the first half. Tofas has been able to cut the deficit back to 13, just under a minute remaining. 52 seconds, in fact. So if they can get a stop and go down and score again, they can get it to 11 or maybe even 10. Todorovic hands it off. Now down low, boy, just great basketball. Rolling into the paint. The high pick and the roll, and too slow reacting were Tofas. And they get it great back, and Simmons now is the man offering all the hustle for Tofas. And another timeout has been called by Tenerife, who want to make the most of this 24.5 seconds.
Press one. Estamos martes a Sudeki, Kyle y Gio. Kyle y Gio. ¿Vale? Si están en individual, repetimos el 5. Si no tenemos muy claro, hecho 2. Tanto para una zona impar como para individual. ¿Vale? Sexto.
So you saw the last two baskets for these teams. The problem you have with Tenerife, you have multiple problems. A, they've got about 4 guys on the court that can shoot the 3, so they're spreading out. And then you've got that man right there, Shermadini, who, if he sets a high pick and rolls, he presents such a big target. He's got those long arms. And the Tofas players are scurrying about trying to guard the three-point shooter, and then they have to quickly react to Shermadini, who we've seen, he's got so much savvy, so much moxie. He just knows how to make plays, and it's not easy. That's why you do not want this Tenerife team to start fast. They are so tough. That said, Tofas did fall behind in the last game and made a late charge. In fact, tied it late. Here's Saline again, dumping it down low. Shermadini with a ugly-looking hook shot. He took it early as well, but I don't think that'll count if it goes. So all things considered, you have to say it's a fair reflection. A lot of work to do for Tofas. No Kyle Wilcher tonight for Tenerife so far. They don't need him. They are rolling. They're leading at 43-30 over Tofas Bursa at halftime. Well, just the shooting percentages are just incredible for Tenerife. I mean, especially from three-point range, 8 of 16. You know, how do you compete with that on a game-by-game basis? It's so difficult to shut down. Tofas with a few more rebounds, but Tenerife, not surprisingly, with 4 more assists. It is encouraging to see more steals for Tofas. Dornicamp, Salim, Huertas, 9, 9, and 8 points respectively. Simmons and Arslan leading the way ahead of Cruz for Tofas Bursa. Remember, Ennis out of the game with 4 fouls. Well, Sasu Salim, when he gets it going, he is special. He's just like, you just simply, of all the players, you can't give him any daylight, and he knows how to get open. And then there are nights when Dornicamp, he gets open and starts stroking it. So, if you would have expected Tenerife to perhaps be slightly wobbling coming into Turkey here in Bursa to take on Tofas Bursa after the great comeback, which came up just short by Tofas Bursa in game 1, well, you were sadly mistaken, because Tenerife have been there, they've done that, and both of these domestic leagues are tough, but you might say that the one that this Tenerife team plays in Spain, the Liga Endesa, might be a notch above, and they know that they can never take a game off. Tofas, they've got the talent, they got the players that can make plays. They got to get the ball in their hands. Paco Cruz certainly one of them. And probably with Casey Shepard, you know, we can see more of him than maybe we have seen so far in this series. And with Tyler Ennis out of the game, that is the call for him. Fittipaldo amongst the three-point shooters. Zubcic is the guy that you really would like to see for Tofas get going, but mentally right now he seems like he's out of the game. He's not allowed to find any comfort level. And meanwhile, comfort is what this Tenerife team has in abundance. Zikauskas and Yair Arslan teaming up, doing a good job, making some plays. There's Zikauskas there. Again, that same play. He comes in after the Arslan rebound. And then Zikauskas, same play, in fact. Why don't we see it 4 or 5 times? Sherberdini is just so good, knows exactly where he needs to get. So Dornicamp, you can see, is perfect from the line tonight. 3 points, 3 3-pointers rather, 7 rebounds, 9 points overall. So very close to a double-double. I'm sure he would fancy his chances against Saline in a 3-point shootout. Both of those guys with 3 3-pointers tonight. I'd probably put my money on Saline. But Dornicamp is making a huge difference, as usual, on both ends of the floor tonight for Tenerife. And Jeremy Simmons, who brings the hustle and some aggression for Tofas. He is leading the way with 7 points. Also has 3 rebounds. Tofas Bursa fans will be hoping the best is yet to come from their team. They're trailing by 13 points at halftime, 43-30 in a must-win game 2 against Lenovo Tenerife. We will be right back. Over to Rafa Martinez. It rims out. And now quickly up ahead and out. Oliver. The alley-oop jam. Look at this again. Goodness me. He hits the runway and
just trying to get themselves mentally here in the second half and get things going. Radovic going to pick and roll here with Vorfak Bottoman. Simon with the pump fake. Simon all the way. The wraparound. Well, somebody explain to me, well, is he the 21st century George Gervin or the 21st century Dr. J? Well, Justin Simon somehow, some way with the reverse. And Tyrus McGee now looking to shake and bake. McGee going all the way. McGee gets the and one. Whoa! Somehow, some way, Tyrese McGee gets in the key. Well, somebody call Stephen Curry because Tyrese McGee is making the handles and he's getting the and ones.
both of these teams like to get out on the break. Baca hands it off to Perez, gets it back and throws it down. Good with the jam. There is no stopping him, and Abramitis appears to have also committed the foul, so potential three-point play here for Ismail Baca.
Simon doesn't take many three-pointers. Hard with a rebound. Now Brand's got it. What do we have here? Alley touch. Oh, baby! Elijah Stewart Airlines. Are you serious? I do not believe I saw Stewart fly in the air. This is the BT Arena. Welcome to Cluj-Napoca. Elijah Stewart Airlines. We're flying for vacation, baby.
first 2 quarters are over and it was a good competition from your side. You fight it really hard. How much energy do you can bring into the second half?
I don't listen you well, but I think that we made a very good job in defense with very good percentages in the three-point line. We suppose that they will be in the same way, focusing on Sermadini's defense. Then we need to play with confidence in our open threes, but the main thing is to keep our rhythm in defense. They only score home 30 points, and we need to control the defense and the defensive rebound.
Thank you very much. Only 30 points in the first half. On which part do you want to improve?
Yeah, as we talked, Tenerife team is experienced team. They play tough at their defense. We were not fighting good enough in offense to help each other with good screen, good pass, and that's why we scored just 30, and that's why they scored 4-3. But in third quarter, we tried to cover it.
Then good luck for the second half.
Thank you.
Well, you heard the words from the coaches.
Okay. Regular, Zuba.
Now let's hear some more.
Paco, play this and open up here, Zuba, because we don't know blue or white. If they have regular white, play the second one. Zuba, man, most probably will be here, move the ball, and Ajin, you are single side, be ready to attack. In offense, guys, whenever we play, doesn't matter, just quick start and be patient, help each other.
Well, we heard Vitoretta saying that he expects an adjustment to be made defensively to pay more attention to Sharon Medina. I think we can hear him now. More patience needed, Coach Amit Chaka says over there for Tofas Bursa, and also some not just better play, some offense provided by Zubcic. He's just such an important part of this team, and he hasn't been able to really contribute at all. There's no Ennis, obviously, because of the 4 fouls. But basketball is a 40-minute game. Zubcic averaging 12.3 points per game. And obviously, he's a three-point threat. He's made 26 on the season coming into this game in the Basketball Champions League. But the defensive rhythm is what Vitoretta was really talking about, the importance. If his team want to maintain hegemony over this Tofas Bursa team, do not allow them to be comfortable on offense. Second half action is underway here in Bursa, Turkey. And both these teams dreaming of a place in the Final Four. Right now, it looks like Lenovo Tenerife have got a much better shot of making it up 1 game and leading in this one by 13 points. And Tofas Bursa without Tyler Ennis, who has 4 fouls. He's on the bench. And Saline stepping in and getting the offensive foul called on Simmons. Huertas from deep. And this time Dornekamp's attempt to pull a Shermadini. He hits it too far. And he goes out of bounds. Cruz, bounce pass. Good effort by Simmons to try to get it back, but throwing the ball at the feet. Let's see. Yeah, that's just going to be too difficult of a catch for Simmons to make. I mean, credit to him for almost getting another save, but it's got to be an easier play to be made than that one. Good coverage by Cook. Now the bounce pass. Dornekamp, remember, he's perfect from three-point range. Now he's going to back up Paco Cruz. Shermadini goes up and misses. Zubcic looked over at the ref to say, hey, Dornekamp is pushing off on the rebound. Now, what a play by Paco Cruz. Boy, that was silky smooth. He's tough. Once he gets it going, might just be their best chance. But again, they got to get stops. Uh-oh, another wide open three. And Dornekamp not able to cash it in early on the break. Zubcic fouled by Sasu Salin. So 2 fouls on Sasu Salin. That's a foul they're willing to give up. Cruz. Difficult pass caught by Erlu. Good low dribble. Gets it back to Cook, who flies in. Paco, or rather Zubcic, saved it in bounds, but to Salin. Just continued to confuse Tofas at the other end. We'll do Tenerife. Salin. Oh. Maybe the good news is they're not getting their threes to drop. And good hustle from Erlu. Pass it back. Zubcic from deep. And boy, that is just searching for the three. I mean, he is desperate to get going, but you know, you just remember his coach saying we've got to be patient on offense. Of course, we don't talk about that patience if that ball goes in, but here's Huertas. So they are surviving right now, Tofas, because Tenerife have now missed 3 three-pointers in a row. That deficit could be much bigger. Cook, Zubcic, feet set, much better. And that might just be the shot he needed to get on track. They have cut the deficit down to 8. They trailed by as many as 17. Look out. We've seen it before. Maybe we'll see it again. Tenerife, bounce pass to Shermadini. Oh, he makes it and he scores. And it's the same problem every single time. They know it's coming as well. And if you're Cook, you know you want to foul him so he doesn't make the shot. That's what he tried to do, but he still made the shot. That was Zubcic hitting the three, stopping the rock. And the basketball, after the missed free throw, goes back over to Tofas. Tenerife 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Cruz to Simmons, doesn't get a clean grip on it, gets it back to Berk Erlu. Zubcic turns in. Boy, everything is in a rush, it seems like, for Zubcic. And now they're going to talk, was the foul? No, they're saying the foul was committed after the expiration of the shot clock. So watch this. Ooh, boy, that was oh so close right there. That's about as close as it gets. I think you probably have to qualify that one as a tough break for Tofas Bursa. They have not, when you're getting beat and nothing is going right, it just seems to snowball. They got to keep it together mentally. Huertas hands it off, and another three-pointer, and that is just Dejan Todorovic. Just reminding the home team tonight, hey, don't forget we can shoot the three. Not that they need any reminding. So tough to play. Elgin Cook, much better. And back to 11. That's another player they can get going right now. Cook has been quiet. Good find by Paco Cruz. Here goes Shermadini. He rolls, and probably not the shot they're looking for. Tofas will give that one up every time. This is the alley-oop. Nope, Simmons brings it down. Cruz. Nowhere to go. Cook, quick pass down low to Zubcic. And Zubcic makes another. And it's back to 9. Marcelino Huertas steps back. Wow. That's just a wow shot. Erlu takes what the defense gives him. A little bit of a runner, but he misses. Todorovic rebounds and runs. Holds up, hands it off. And nice sharing of the basketball, finished off by Shermadini. And Shucker calls another timeout. So it all starts with Erlu trying to deny the pass, but all Salim has to do is cut into the lane, so he catches it, and then when Shermadini's man comes to him, he gets to do Shermadini.
Rebound. This is two guys switching and the backdoor perimeter. Now every 5, I like to play pick and roll with him, okay? Play zip. Suba after zip. Casey or Tyler, we got the ball here, okay? And I want this. Emre pick. Suba, you go low to low here, and Yeet, you are here. And Tyler or Casey here. Pick and pop. Pass, shoot, you can go back or again, but not for 3-point, for penetration.
Remember Kyle Wiltshire carrying an injury tonight, but looks like he's going to check into the game. He wasn't at full speed last week either, so I think Vidare's just going to test him out here. That was a clear foul. There's no doubt about that. He even fouled Dornekamp, his teammate. But the rule was that the shot clock had already expired, so the foul did not count, was not registered. Also, Tyler Ennis checks back into the game. He has 4 fouls, all picked up in the first half. Shepard passes it back. And, hey, how about that? Coming out, Emre Tanashan, just like in the first meeting, he really brought a spark to the team. So total new, well, 4 of the 5 players are new. Ennis. Shepard, nice pass, time to shine. This time an air ball. Fittipaldo. And Shermadini, they simply do not have an answer for number 19 tonight. They always get lost up at the high post when Shermadini just kind of rolls into the lane. Okay, Tanashan looking like he's ready to go. Shermadini, meanwhile, completes the three-point play, and now he goes out. So Fran Guerra comes back in. Now, it was a limited appearance for Kyle Wiltshire. Well, Shepard lost it, got it back, and then tried a difficult shot. Not able to get it to go. Guerra going up against Zekauskas. Sastre. Wow. Putting on a clinic tonight. Ten three-pointers from 23 attempts for this Tenerife team tonight. And Dornekamp called for the foul. So I'm not sure. Here it is. Not sure exactly what happened there for Dornekamp. Zekauskas. Time to shine. Well, he looked good on the first three. That was great hustle by Ennis. So Ennis did a great job of boxing out. Fittipaldo came and challenged for the rebound, clattered into him. So Marcelino takes a seat. Saline back in. Cruz. Arslan. Leans into it. Oh, we can't get it to drop. So 2 free throws for Arslan. He's been one of the better players for this Tofas team over the 2 games. Arslan. His mental toughness. He's made some plays, but it's his mental toughness that really stands out for me. He is a gamer. Same with Zekauskas. They need those guys out there. Salim. Just needs a little bit of daylight. There it is, and he strokes it. It's not like Tanashan's not trying to guard him. It's just that Salim has supreme confidence in his ability to drill it, and he does it yet again. Ennis with the foul. They're going to count it. So Tofas finally get a break. They give him the basket, and yeah, as they should. "11 minutes, 1 second remaining in the game." Schurzwieder knows this game isn't close to being over. He's not going to be resting easy until his team has punched his ticket to the Final Four. He knows this Tofas team can come back like they did in Game 1 in Tenerife. Good hands by Tanashan. Guerra chases it down, now has it stolen by Arslan, who passes it quickly up to Paco Cruz. Back to Arslan for three. How good is that guy? I mean, he is good. 7. Just believes, doesn't he? I like him. Great play by Zikauskas, and that was Arslan stepping in and then hitting the three-pointer. Crowd into it. Boos raining down on Tenerife. Salim for three. Not this time. And this time not. Sastre not able to tap it out. They got to hurry up. Ennis, they put it up just in the nick of time. But it's no good. But if there's one thing we've seen from this Tofas Bursa team, it doesn't matter how everything seems to be going against them. They keep punching. Lenovo Tenerife on top, though, 61-50 at the end of 3. Tenerife still with some good shooting percentages in all respects. 4 less threes for Tofas. And that is the difference in the game from a scoring standpoint. Well, Tofas trailing by 13 at the break. They came out, they cut it down to 8 points, the deficit. Finally got Zubcic to drill a 3. You can see he's been fighting it mentally, really, in this series more than anything. That's what happens in basketball. It's difficult to explain. It's all about confidence. Todorovic, meanwhile, has come out and made a big impact tonight. Tanashan, this was his first contribution. He made his 3. And then Arslan, arguably their best player tonight, hit this 3 right at the end. In fact, I think you'd have to say he is their best player. He's got 11 points. He's their highest rated player efficiency-wise, plus 13. That's right, young man. And it's with the 4 fouls. Stays in the game. Zikauskas. And the foul called on Shermadini. Ennis outside, and the trip on Sastre. Ennis. Here's Zukauskas. Well, that is a shot they're looking for, and he's just got to make it. Fittipaldo back to Shermadini. He taps it over. Now the corner, and Dornicamp misses. He hasn't hit one in the second half. He had all three go in the first. Zukauskas backing up, back outside. Ennis ends up taking a very difficult shot. You just feel like this Tenerife team eventually, they might miss one or two, but eventually they're going to start falling again. Shermadini. Zukauskas passes it back outside. Fittipaldo. And another miss. And the door remains open for just a comeback for Tofas. See if Arslan can get another. Oh, it's going to be Simmons, and he was fouled by Fittipaldo. And there's the follow. Arslan drove in, and Simmons with the putback jam. Great work. Back to single digits. Good defense by Simmons. Really getting it done today in the hustle department, and defense and rebounding. Oh, boy, what an effort by Simmons again just to keep possession. Ennis at the stripe. It's good. And it's back to a 7-point game. And that leaves Chusvita to call a timeout. Watch this. Look at Simmons. And Huertas will be upset with himself on that one. And this is pretty decent defense. But in the end, Ennis is able to stroke it.
Hacemos una chorrada. Llevábamos 17 de ventaja. Hostia, hemos perdido 2 balones chorras. Eso les da vida. We give him life.
Hay que ponerla donde hay dos, no donde hay uno.
Pass the ball to the double side.
No directo ni al lado de uno, al lado de dos siempre.
Y triangulaciones, si no retengáis. Triangulaciones.
And this is where Simmons is just, he knows the ball is going up. It's a great effort just to get the ball over Shermadini. And effectively, that's like a pass. And I think that's probably what it was, in fact, looking at it like that from that angle. Well, we'll see how they are coming out of the timeout. Sometimes you want to call the timeout just to disrupt the opponent. And now an offensive foul called on Shermadini. Guess it was a hold. Simmons. Big possession. Tofas. It'll be a second straight week with a thrilling finish. Arslan. And Dornkamp rebounds the miss. And the pass goes out of bounds. It was tapped by Ennis. Guerra comes back in for Sharadini. See if Salane can get open. Marcelinho dancing around up top. And another. Let's see, what was that? That was not sure if that was a 3-second violation. No, they called the foul on an offensive foul on Guerra, fouling Cruz. Here's Paco Cruz. Oh, another great catch by Simmons. And the jumper. I mean, that was a very tricky proposition for Simmons. He had to make the catch. Look at this. And then he gets his feet set, puts it up, maintains the concentration. He's played great tonight. Marcelinho Huertas. Over to Saline. And Paco Cruz called for a hold. Erlu back into the game. He's been quiet tonight. Here's Dornkamp. Oh! You knew it was coming. Eventually, one of those threes would once again hit the bottom of the net. And it was Dornkamp, his fourth of the night. It's important that they do not allow Tenerife to get the momentum back. They just hit a three. Now here's Simmons, and he hits it, fading a little bit from the straight bounds. Guerra fouled as he comes down with it. The reach. Well, there was no doubt that was a foul, and that is the Dornkamp three-pointer. Tenerife over the limit. Entry pass, Fittipaldo. And great play by Tenerife on the inbounds. They seem to have found new life. Here's Cook. Cook's around. Oh, he travels. Great defense by Sasu Saline. And Paco Cruz went down trying to draw the foul. Probably should have stayed up and played D. And the dump, and good work by Simmons to deny Fran Guerra the alley-oop. 4.5 minutes. It's go time right now. It has to be for Tofas. Simmons drives in and he earns a trip to the line. Here he is again on the defensive end, going up and just getting a hand on that. So Guerra And now he drives in. Dornicamp was outside the keyway. So Simmons, some good attacking play from him. I mean, he's arguably right now the most important player in the court at both ends for Tofas. 13 points. And he's keeping him in it, really. 6 points to deficit. And now his job becomes a little bit harder with Shermadini coming back into the game. Paco Cruz loses Salim. Marcelinho Huertas. Good. Well, they got in a situation where Paco Cruz is out of the picture, and even though they had Salim covered, Marcelinho was wide open. So timeout, Tofas Bursa.
Coming from -15. Of course we need extra work. Don't accept it like a loser, motherfucker. Single pick. Same thing in Barcelona. Now, hey. We go asking for Jeremy 5. I like Tariq and Tyler with you. Fist, 4 corners against the white. Okay, move the ball and attack from corners and watch Jeremy. All right, let's go.
Well, a little bit of motivational talk there by Coach Chaka. Trying to say, hey guys, do you want to go to a game 3? The effort has to be there. You can have no complaints with that man right there, than what he's been doing tonight. Simmons has been everywhere. But this Tenerife team, they just seem to get open, or they seem to get the second opportunity to score when they need it. Tough team to come back against. They lead it by 9 points coming up on the 4-minute mark. Ennis gets in, and what a finish. He went to the other side and scored with a reverse layup. Fittipaldo. Shermadini. And the reach called. Watch this right at the end. If he doesn't reach, he's just got to have his hands straight up. And almost. Yiğit Arslan almost coming up, forcing a turnover. Dornicamp gets it down low to Shermadini, and a foul called on Cook. I don't know if he's calling because of his knee or because his arm was in there. So 4 fouls on Cook. 3.5 minutes remaining. Good catch by Marcelinho. Marcelinho pulls up. It doesn't drop. Rattles out. So a little bit of a break. It looked good when it left his hands. Arslan. Erlu to Cook, who goes up, and he is fouled by Dornekamp. And it stops the clock, and Cook gets a couple of free throws. Well, Tofas, they may end up going, but they are not ever going to go quietly. The way they played in game one, tied it in the final minute, only for Marcelino Huerta's free throw to give Tenerife a 1-point win. And here's Tofas again. They've trailed by 17, but they have battled back to within 5 points here with 3 minutes remaining. They need to stop at a bucket. Many of their stops have just come with Tenerife misses more than because they've had some open looks that they haven't knocked down. Here's an open one as well for 3, and Fittipaldo gets it to drop. The lead goes back to 8. That could very well be called a dagger in the grand scheme of things. Oh boy, great recovery there by Shermadini, showing his quickness on the reaction. The tower from Tbilisi. Shot clock winding down, and traveling called on Ennis. I didn't see him move his pivot, but he must have. 8 points. This will definitely be a dagger if they hit another 3. Get it to Shermadini. 3-point shot. Doesn't drop for Huertas. Now Cook, open floor. Looks for an opportunity. Quick pass down low to Arslan. Bounce pass. And the throwdown from Simmons. Great passing. Last roll of the dice coming for Tofas Bursa. Those two play well together, don't they? Simmons has 15 points. Huertas for 3. Not there. Good job by Ennis to knock it into the hands of Cruz. Here's Cook. And gets it back. Puts it up and in. Great defense by Dornekamp. But Cook, very wisely, did not try to hold on to the ball. He let it fall out of his hands and was able to get it back. And don't look now, folks. We've got another thrilling finish in store. Look at this. He let it go just in enough. See, it's out. Ooh, boy, that was close. He might have actually come down with that ball still in his hands. But anyway, the referee decided it had already left before he came down. 4 points in it. Anything can happen.
Hey, we need it. Come on.
Tenerife win. They booked their trip to the Final Four.
Defensive transition. No threes, no coast to coast. Tenemos que trabajar duro ahí. Sacamos campo defensivo. Te puedes mover, ¿vale?
Hey, folks, if they switch, come on.
Vamos.
Well, I think Simmons has to be the player of the game for Tofas, the way he's kept his team in it here in the second half. Arslan's also been vital. And meanwhile, take your pick for this Tenerife team. So many players getting the job done today. Dornekamp, I mean, they've got Dornekamp 12 points, Fittipaldo 10, Marcelino Huertas 13, Sasu Salim 12 points, Shermadini 12 points. I mean, that is, you look at that and you're like, that is a team that shares the basketball. Everybody contributes. To stop and go down and get even closer. Meanwhile, if Tenerife score, it is a big bucket for them. Tofas Bursa's hopes hanging by a thread here. Oh, and good defense by Tyler Ennis. Not giving up the baseline. And Fittipaldo says, are you kidding me? This has to be a foul. See if he kind of leans into him. It looked to me like maybe he ever so slightly lowered his shoulder into Ennis, and Ennis, who it has to be said hasn't gotten the rub of the green on the calls tonight, finally gets one. And Tofas with a chance to pull to within 2, maybe even 1. You could hear Vidaretti saying he didn't want to give up any threes. Oh boy, they got a break there. Elgin Cook gets it back. He spins, he turns, he puts it up. It's a 2-point game. What is it about Tofas and Lenovo Tenerife? What a series it's been. Tofas Bursa refuse to go down quietly. And Elgin Cook closing the gap to 2. Now they got to get a stop and a basket. If Tenerife score, it is going to be huge right here. This might be the game. Marcelinho. Oh, the pass goes off the hands of Salim. He's pushing her midcourt. Shermadini has it. Shot going down to 8. Marcelinho, he likes this situation. He passes to the corner. The 3 for Fittipaldo is not good. They battle for the ball. Simmons. Tofas have it. Plenty of time. They need a good attempt here. Will they go for a 3 or will they try to get down low? Remember, it's going to be Ennis. He goes all the way. Great defense from Shermadini. He gets a critical block. Unbelievable. They could review it to see if the ball went off. Oh, they're going to check and see whose possession, but I think they got it right. It looked like it went off of Tofas. Great recovery. Arguably, the play of the game. Shermadini coming up and getting the block. He knew the drive was coming. Look at this. Watch Shermadini. He drops back. And now the question is, does Simmons touch that? Does Salim touch it? And Elgin Cook quite rightly says, let's go look at it on the replay. Ennis, again, drives in. Shermadini with the block. Woo! Boy, that is... It's closer than I thought. Oh, it looks like it goes off Simmons. Unless... Oh, actually, no. Does Salim touch it right at the end? Okay, watch. Simmons hits it. This will perhaps be a better view. This is what the referees are looking at. Okay, watch. Right here, Simmons will hit it. And the question is, does it touch Salim's hands? Does it touch him right after it hits Simmons? Simmons hits it here, and then I think they're going to give that to Tenerife. It looks like it does not touch Salim. Here's another look. Maybe this will be a better angle. Simmons will touch it here, and then... Oh! I mean, talk about a game of inches. I think he just missed it. Meanwhile, all stand and applaud Shermadini, who gets the block of the game. Well, you got the video replay. You want to make the most of it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to say it's Tenerife basketball. Shermadini, meanwhile, 2 blocks, and both of them have been rather good. That's especially a good one. Watch, this will be Tenerife, indeed. Well, they took their time. But they're also making sure they have the right amount of time on the clock. So now you're looking at you get the steal, and if not, you commit the foul. But again, the problem is these Tenerife players, they shoot it pretty well. They've hit 72.73% today. Shermadini's 2 of 4 tonight. Bruno Fittipaldo is 2 of 3. They do not inbound it. Incredible. Arslan for the go-ahead 3. Oh, God, can't believe it. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. And it had to be in Arslan. Crazy scenes. Tenerife do not get the inbounds pass. But remember, we were in this situation last week, although the game was tied with Tenerife having the last possession. So Fittipaldo guilty of throwing the ball away, not getting it in bounds, but you got to give credit to Tofas for that defense, and you got to give all the credit in the world to Arslan, who, quite frankly, folks, just is a firm believer in himself. He backs himself. You can see he plays with so much confidence. Unheralded, yes. Gritty, yes. He deserves the plaudits. Simmons deserves the plaudits. These guys have really kept this team in the game tonight. And now, if they can get one more defensive stop, we are going to have a game 3. Wherever you have hope, you have life, and that has been the case. Now what are we looking at? Do they want to double check and make sure it is a 3-pointer? Or are they looking to see how much time is left? I think they're looking to see if his feet were behind the line. Well behind the line. So now they want to see how much time is on the clock. And 11.3, I think it'll be. So, this is the Basketball Champions League, folks. You simply can never leave your position because the comeback is always possible. And these Tofas fans. But they just did not. I don't know if they didn't run the correct play to get the ball in bounds or if Fittipaldo just made the wrong decision. Certainly, this was the consequence, and there was never a doubt about it. Look at him. That guy is an absolute legend for the way he has played in this quarterfinal series. Arslan. He plays with so much confidence. And that is sports right there, folks. You've got to believe, and he does believe. He just leaves it all out on the court. And there seems to be an abundance of moisture. I don't know if somebody threw some water on the court or what, but they're taking a long time cleaning this up, wiping this up. And what must be going on in the mind of that man right there, knowing that his team again was so close just to clinching their place. And I don't understand why it's taken so long. But I guess you'd rather be safe than sorry, because you don't want to have an injury. Unless there might be a leak from the roof or something. Well, will Saline be the hero? Will Marcelinho Huertas be the hero tonight? Like so many times, they're able to advance the ball after the made basket and the timeout. And again, a lot of it has boiled down to Tenerife either making or missing shots tonight. They've had open looks. Keep an eye on Shermadini. The boos rain down. Boy, that was close. Erlu close to a foul. Remember, Erlu was the one who fouled Marcelinho last time. Here he is. He pulls up. Pump fake. Oh, he makes it. Once again. Can you believe it? Deja vu. And Marcelinho, I've got ice running in my veins. Huertas once again answers the call. And now the referees want to see how much time is on the clock. Fist bump. Look at this again. Erlu, it's an unenviable position. He takes the pump fake. And there will be about 1.2 seconds left, I think. Yeah. So now the question is, Tofas. I mean, talk about brutal defeats twice in a row. If this is in fact a defeat for Tofas Bursa, you feel for them, the way they have battled, but it's the excellence of Marcelinho Huertas at the end of games that has paid dividends. And just like Arslan never doubts his ability, this man also needs to have the basketball in his hands at the end of the game. That's incredible. Oh, gosh. So they too will be able to advance the ball after the made shot.
Okay, and then Jeremy, screen for Yeet. Okay, Paco, you just clear out, come for shot. Jeremy, after this screen, slip, watch here.
Got plenty of time to get this shot off. You also have to guard the inbounds passer. I'm not sure if there's enough time. Arslan puts it up. Oh, and Heartbreak Hotel once again for Tofas Bursa as Lenovo Tenerife, despite blowing a 17-point lead and trailing in the final seconds, come back and win it with Marcelinho Huertas. Just an unbelievable basketball game, and you have to respect Marcelinho Huertas, the way he is able to consistently produce, not just over the course of the game, in the most difficult moments of the game. That guy just exudes experience, confidence, talent. Lenovo Tenerife win it 74-73 over Tofas Bursa. Well, you almost get the sense that Lenovo Tenerife feel bad for the team that they have just vanquished, that they've just ended their season, because they know that if they were in their position, how brutal it would be. Great sportsmanship by Tenerife to acknowledge the tremendous fight, the tremendous resiliency offered by this Tofas Bursa team tonight. Tofas have nothing to be ashamed about the way they came out, but what a celebration there is now for Lenovo Tenerife and this Sasu Saline and all of these players. So we'll hear from one or two. Choose Federetta. You know, you saw the look after the made basket, the made three-pointer, the go-ahead three-pointer for Arsenal. He looked like, I can't believe we're in this position. We had the lead. Why are we in this position? And it'll be interesting to hear his thoughts after the game and the players as well. If we don't hear from Coach Federetta immediately after, you'll be able to go online through the Basketball Champions League website and eventually hear his remarks in the post-game press conference. But just an amazing game. I don't know what it is about Turkish and Spanish teams when they play each other.
Well, good luck
Here's Salim.
for this great win today. You scored a lot of three-pointers today, and now you're top scorer of all-time, 3 scorers in Basketball Champions League and leading in the season so far. So how does it feel?
Well, of course it feels great. Can't lie, it was in my mind, I know. Josh Bet, we had a little Twitter talk, and now he needs to start learning some Finnish, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, you know, it's a nice accomplishment, happy about that, but you know, more happy that we won here today. It was amazingly difficult.
Road to Bilbao leads to Bilbao. You made it to the Final Four. What does it mean for you?
That's been the plan throughout the whole year, and now we are there. You know, happy of course, but we still have a lot of job to do and 2 more games at least. That's their plan, to go to the final.
Okay, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Keep going and say congratulations, you made it to Bilbao, the Final Four again. So how does it feel?
Well, it feels good and relieved because, you know, today once again we had a big lead and we blew it. I mean, you got to give credit for them. You know, they have a very strong mentality and they play, you know, really hard to the limit. And you know, they showed once again how big of a team and how good they are. You know, they struggled in the last quarter, but finally we were able to pull this off and get this win to qualify to Bilbao.
But let's talk about this last crazy seconds. You scored the game winner, but it was really close that they won the game. So yeah, took us through this last seconds.
Well, it's a mix of emotions, you know. Like, first of all, when the ball goes out of bounds, we feel like we have the game control. We have 2-point lead, the ball in our hands, and I mean, they're forced to foul or make us turn the ball over with, what, 11 seconds left. And unfortunately, we can put the ball inbound, and they still make a 3. And from being control, it's all of a sudden the game is twisted, and we have a very tough situation on the road, forced to score a basket in the last possession. But you know, luckily this time the ball went in for our side, and we pulled this one off. A very, very tough game.
Then thank you very much, and see you in Bilbao.
Thank you very much.
Well, anybody that has seen Marcelino Huertas play over the years, they will know that he is a player that can win you basketball games at the death. And he has basically done it twice in a row, getting to the free throw line in game 1 and hitting the go-ahead at the end. Here's a look back at the best plays from the second half of what was a sensational game. Some of the players, you know, we expect Zubcic to really step up in this series, but tonight it was all about Yiğit Arslan and Jeremy Simmons bringing their team back. And saw some contributions from the likes of Tamishan, but Arslan again, who is poised to be the hero with that go-ahead three-pointer with about 10 seconds remaining, went to 14 points. He was 4 or 5 from three-point range. Jeremy Simmons just sensational. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Every basket he made, it was like he was under intense pressure. Tyler Ennis came out and made some plays late that were crucial. Somehow was able to survive with the 4 fouls that he picked up in the first half. Of course, he didn't play the entire second half, but he did come in eventually. Elgin Cook also came in and made some big plays. He finished with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. But anytime a team has the players, the quality of Tenerife, you know you've got several options down at the end, but more than anything, that was Arslan thinking that perhaps he had shot his team to victory. And you certainly got that impression by looking at Chus Vidareta with his hand on his face. And then he calls the play at the end and says, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Marcelinho. And Marcelinho delivered. He's able to, once again, shake Erlu. And even though he wasn't fouled this time by Berk Erlu, he was able to make the game-winning shot with just about a second remaining. And a famous time. Look who's going to the Final Four once again of the Basketball Champions League, Lenovo Tenerife. They will be in Bilbao. So 15 points for Huertas, 12 for Salin, Shermadini, and Dornekamp, and 10 for Bruno Fittipaldo. So 74-73. We've also got another quarterfinal game 2 coming up tonight. SIG Strasbourg at home to Hapoel Una Holon. Then we've got 2 tomorrow. Unicaja taking on Baxi Manresa. That'll be in Malaga. And MHP Riz and Lewisburg at home against UBT Cluj Napoca. Thanks for watching, everybody. Great game tonight. 74-73. Lenovo Tenerife once again win by just 1 single point. They are headed to Bilbao for the Basketball Champions League Final Four.
Mr. Simmons, what a tough loss, I guess. You were so close to win this game.
Yeah. All I can say is we fought to the end, man. But, you know, this is a good team. You know, they got a lot of experience, you know, experienced players. You know, they know how to make smart plays, and he hit a tough shot at the end, so, you know, we can't be too upset about it. You know, we got to the Final 8. I'm proud of our team, and, you know, hopefully we'll get back next year.
Yeah, good luck for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, man. See you.
So Jeremy Simmons, you could see how disappointed he was that they weren't able to hold on at the end. 1-point game.